special. I've been waiting for it all year long. It is here. This is about love. It's about loving this product, not hating, like many of us do, other typical calcium products. We talk about the horse pills. We talk about having to break it in half, the rugged edges and hurting your throat as it goes down. We talk about unsettling your stomach and the issues that we've had. We all know and agree that we need the calcium. We've got to have the calcium, but we don't like what burden that places on us. This is the world's best calcium magnesium product. Let me say that again. The world's best calcium magnesium product that is easy on you, easy on the stomach, with all the benefits you desire. And Andrew, pricing that is sensational today.
And when it comes to a calcium magnesium product, it should be simple and straightforward. For most people, an affordable calcium magnesium product is going to do the trick. And by most people, I mean 98 or 99%. So there's no real requirement that you get cute and take super high levels and things like that. In fact, I could read the science that says, once you take more than 500 milligrams at a time, that product itself, all it does is suppress, is diminish its own benefits and absorption. So, and also all it does is increase the likelihood of stomach upset and problems. So when you're taking a calcium magnesium intensive care, it's designed to be a targeted, focused, straightforward, super soluble product that gives you the calcium magnesium you need in a form that's going to dissolve. Because again, if it doesn't dissolve, it can't benefit you. And you could probably talk to almost any radiologist or any doctor who spent any time looking at x-rays, and they will tell you about watching calcium tablets move through someone's digestive system. And again, a calcium tablet, it's going to be opaque on an x-ray because it's a metal. And remember, when you're swallowing a calcium tablet, you're swallowing a metal. Metals aren't usually soluble. In fact, when you make a calcium tablet, you're basically making a rock. What is a rock? It's a dense mass of minerals. Right. What is a calcium tablet? It's a dense mass of minerals. So the silliest way to deliver a calcium tablet, calcium dosage, would be as a tablet. It's going to resist dissolution, resist absorption. The smartest way to do it is as an ultrafine powder. So what we do here, and again, sometimes they'll say liquid calcium, but the liquid calciums, they have to use all sorts of ingredients to solubilize them. They make all sorts of compromises, all sorts of additives. That will not upset your stomach. In fact, the only tendency that will have to do is settle your stomach. Also, it delivers it in a form that's going to go into solution. If it doesn't, as I was saying before, if it doesn't go into solution, it can't be absorbed. Things get delivered to our stomach. Our stomach delivers things over the next few hours, couple of hours, to our small intestine. That's our duodenum, our jejunum, our ileum. That's where calcium is going to be absorbed. Once it leaves the small intestine, that's it. It's done. So you have to make sure you're delivering something that's going to be soluble, or that rockhard tablet is going to leave your small intestine, move into your colon, and it could dissolve all at once in your colon. It's too late. It's not delivering the calcium that you need. So with our product, we do two things. We make sure it's going to be a pleasant experience, that you'll enjoy taking it. It'll be easy to swallow. It won't upset your stomach. And then we make sure that once it gets into your stomach, it's going to be dissolved. It's going to be absorbed, or I mean, it'll be nice, you'll be benefiting the city sewer system, but I don't think that's your intent when you take a calcium supplement. You want to benefit your bones, you want to benefit your skeleton. And of course, don't forget, and hopefully it's at the bottom of the screen, vitamin K2, MK7. Yeah. Most important thing to remember with calcium magnesium intensive care, we want calcium to stay in our bones, and that's what breathes life into your investment, whether it's vitamin D3 to make sure calcium is well absorbed, or vitamin K2, MK7 that makes sure all the calcium, whether from our diet, or whether from a supplement, it stays in our bones, doesn't go into our arteries, and just independently makes sure our arteries, it supports the flexibility and resiliency of our arteries, which are really what determines how youthful and healthy we are and our cardiovascular system is.
There's so much to talk about and so little time. I've got so many questions for Andrew as well. I want to quickly go over this pricing so you can see why we're so busy, why hundreds of people are ordering.
Less than 7 cents a capsule. Look at this. In the large size. About, what is it, about 10 cents a capsule in the 500 capsules. But the large size, for $20 more, you get 500 capsules more. So that's about 4 cents a capsule to get the large size. So again, With all three of these products that really determine our skeletal health, our cardiovascular health, we just wanted to make it so affordable it was hard to say no. About less than 7 cents a capsule on the Cal Mag, about 6 cents a capsule on the vitamin D, whatever potency you choose, and a little more than a dime a capsule for an ultra high potency, usually very expensive vitamin K2, MK7. So your choice. You're getting all three products. If you do the math, I think you're getting all three products for less than the price of vitamin K2 on its own.
And it really is
far
true.
less.
We're wildly busy, and these are wildly popular. It is the last visit of the year, and we are doing the must-haves. You've got to have calcium. It's funny, my mom was here just a few weeks ago, and she was taking a calcium product, and it was, many of you know, my mom is a big fan of Andrew's Circulation of Vein product, but she was taking a calcium product from England, and it was a rockhard tablet, and I stopped her in her tracks. I said, Mum, what are you taking? I said, Andrew has a calcium product. You need to do that. So you have to start here. If there's anybody out there watching us at this very moment that is currently taking a calcium product that is a rock-hard tablet, already it's inferior to what is on the screen right now.
It's sort of redundant to call it a rock-hard tablet. It's just a rock.
Right.
If you're taking calcium tablets, calcium magnesium tablets, you're just taking calcium rocks. You're just swallowing rocks. And they're cheap to make. They're unpleasant to take. As cheap as they are to make, they're unpleasant to take. It's the only, you would never, it's like when we cook at home, we don't put a lot of junk in the stuff we cook at home. We try to keep it healthy for our family, the people we love. Calcium tablet is anything but. It's the worst way to deliver those nutrients, and most times it becomes so unpleasant. I have some reviews that talk about it has a little score line on it. You break it in half, and when you break it in half, all you end up with is 4 corners that then can abrase your throat, that could cause abrasion. So it's the last thing you want to do. I'll just read a couple of charts here,
please,
and then we're going to move along to women's wellness and to prostate support. But this says, bone density disaster leads me to this. And a lot of our reviews talk about bone density and the benefits they've seen. I'm 57 and very active, and felt I took pretty good care of myself. Guess what? My bone density test last month showed weakness in my hips and my spine. I freaked. The doctor wanted me to take an over-the-counter calcium tablet in a 1,200 milligram dose. By the way, never take more than 500 at a time. You should divide that 1,200 into 3 doses, say 400 a day, 400 each dose. I went on my doctor's advice, and after a week on a high dose of rock-hard calcium, my stomach ached. So in the garbage they went. I contacted customer service here, and thankfully she helped me navigate and understand how to take it, when, with what, etc. No stomach upset. I also learned that 500 milligrams is just about what your body will absorb at a time. That's the absolute science. 500 at a time. You have to divide it up. I take these vitamin D and the vitamin K2 complex. I won't have another density test for a year or two, but at least I understand the dynamics of how calcium must work to get into the bones, not the arteries. Thanks for making this a good experience. From Judy in Connecticut. And again, we have lots of reviews that talk about that subsequent bone density test. Thank you. I took the bottle to my doctor visit, and he approved them. I take calcium magnesium intensive care daily. They do not upset my stomach. I will never change brands. Thank you. I know I'm taking a great product. From Nancy in New York. Great product. I've been using calcium magnesium intensive care for at least 5 years, and now I have my sister using them because she has stomach problems with other brands. I buy them when they're on sale. Today's the best sale ever in the history of this product, and this product has existed for 40 years.
There you go.
It's always a great price. I also use several of Andrew's other products and love them all. Thanks, Andrew, from Andy in Missouri. And again, if you got sick and tired of getting sick taking other supplements, specifically calcium or calcium magnesium, this will be a revelation to you. This will be a simple experience that you'll forget you took the product. It will never upset your stomach. And if I said it a dozen times, the only thing it might do is settle your stomach and be gentle on your stomach.
I believe we're wrapping this up.
Yes.
Thank you for all of your orders and your calls. Stay right there. Don't forget to ask about vitamin K2, MK7, because we want to make sure the calcium is going to the right places. I said 5 today's specials with Andrew. We've done 3. We have 2 more, and we're going to focus on his and her health. Right. Ultimate Women's Wellness.